The Distinguished Alumni Awards were established in 1986 as a way to recognize those graduates who have made a difference. With each graduation ceremony emerges a new group of leaders from the hallowed halls of this college. Upon graduation, our alumni are ready to represent the best Daemen has to offer in the fields of business, finance, medicine, health sciences, education, law, government, and the arts.
What it meant to me to receive the Distinguished Alumni Award was the greatest achievement. I mean, I was a good student at Daemen College, but I got involved and participated and made some great lasting friendships and had a lot of respect for the professors and the faculty that I worked with. But to be bestowed with an honor is humbling, and it's just so rewarding.
This award meant the absolute capstone of my Daemen experience. Put together all of the great times as an undergrad and then all of my efforts so far as an alumni, just the capstone of everything I've done so far.
When you're recognized by your peers, by your college, for the things that you normally would do just because they're there to be done, that's one thing. But when you're really recognized for it, it's a joy. It's a joy.
Alumni selected have exhibited true Daemen ideals as formed by the Sisters of St. Francis in the early beginnings of Rosary Hill College.
To receive this award from my alma mater meant everything to me. I have put a lot of time into Daemen, but Daemen has given so much back to me, so it just felt like a culmination of many years of love and work for the college, so it was wonderful.
Isn't it excellent that the award has been expanded to honor a number of people for various reasons, including outstanding graduate of the past 10 years. The Distinguished Alumni Awards recognize alumni in 5 distinct categories.
Advancement in career. The Advancement in Career Award recognizes the professional achievements of a graduate who has focused his or her life not only in the pursuit of personal career success, but to improving their chosen career field and community at large for the better.
Outstanding dedication to community. The Outstanding Dedication to Community Award recognizes alumni that have dedicated their lives to the selfless ideals of the Sisters of St. Francis. These alumni have made community a top priority and have served those less fortunate in the realms of physical, emotional, medical, and psychological concerns, or by working consistently to improve the quality of society through the leadership in civic organizations or governmental committees.
Dedication to the college. The Dedication to the College Award recognizes alumni who have been driven to give back to the institution that has provided the foundation for their success. These leaders have been immersed in programs such as alumni governance, community service, mentoring, fundraising, supporting alumni initiatives, or have otherwise made a significant contribution to life at the college.
Graduate of the Last Decade. The Graduate of the Last Decade Award recognizes alumni who have made an impact on the Daemen College community 10 years or less after his or her graduation. This graduate falls into one of 3 categories: college, career, or community.
Distinguished Alumni Award. The Distinguished Alumni Award is the premier award of the ceremony. This honor recognizes a graduate who has achieved success in career, demonstrated a deep commitment to community, and has contributed to the growth and development of the Daemen community.
To leave an impression.
to make an impact.
To create a legacy.
To be a distinguished alumni signifies the achievement of these ideals and the realization of success. But it also demands the understanding that the journey toward success is never walked alone. We stand on the shoulders of those who have come before us, and we celebrate our proud tradition of excellence. We are the living legacy.
Tonight we recognize the newest members of our community of distinguished alumni. You join a legacy of distinguished alumni who are leaders in their fields. You join the game changers, the innovators, the ones who are united by a common idea. We are mavericks, and we will always be. Together, we are all one.
Graduate of the last decade, Chadwick Hobson, class of 2010. Chadwick received dual bachelor degrees in business administration and sport management with a minor in theater arts. Chadwick is a legacy of Daemen College. His mother, Margaret Hobson, was a graduate of the class of 1982. He has starred in independent feature films, plays, music videos, and national commercials. In addition, Chadwick co-wrote, produced, and starred in 2 feature films this year released by his production company, The Night's Young. He was recognized at the 2017 Utah Film Awards as Best Leading Actor in a Feature Film for his lead role in the 2016 critically acclaimed film, The Last Descent. We are pleased to present Chadwick Hobson with the 2017 Distinguished Alumni Award for Graduate of the Last Decade.
Well, now I'm thoroughly embarrassed by those pictures. First off, I'd like to thank the college, the staff, individuals involved in coordinating tonight, specifically Mrs. Hammer, who has made me feel just as welcome as when I walked into the Rosary doors as a curious high school student. So thank you. Now as I begin, I'll try my best to embrace the backbone of any good acceptance speech: brevity. When I received the call that I would be honored as a Distinguished Alumni Award recipient, I called the one person I felt would be the most proud: my mother. Another Daemen alumni and the reason I attended the school. As the phone rang, I prepared for a loud screech, clapping, or whatever the modern form of yippee was. She picked up the phone, and I did as trained. I delivered it in a dramatic fashion, setting the stage for suspense followed by the payoff of celebration. The phone hung silent as I waited, and then my mother delivered these 3 words: "This is bullshit." She said, "I'm sorry, what?" She said, "I'm the one who got you there. What about all of my accomplishments? So you're in some movies and people are like, oh my God, I'm failing this moment right now. I'm a terrible mother. Now I see why they aren't giving it to me. How selfish." But in all seriousness, there wasn't anyone else. What about your roommates? So it was different, but it was as expected, I think. To which I just responded, I think they're busy. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here today, but to follow through on a promise, the only reason I'm here today is because my mother is a genius. Could be mistaken as my sister, and is giving this award to me because she's feeling charitable. After settling into this reality, separate from the opinions of my mother, I did come to one conclusion, and that she's right. She is the reason I am here, alive, content, and she deserves all the awards in my book. So I'd just like to say this is dedicated to you, Mom, because it also comes from a place that you love so much, and that is here at Daemen College. Thank you for the push. And also to my father, sister, brother-in-law, Ron, Ricky, and my niece, Kennedy. You have inspired me just as much, and I love you all just the same. And although Kennedy hasn't had the chance to because she's just 2 years old, none of you went to Daemen, so you don't get as much attention as my mom does. I hope you've learned your lesson. Now, how did I get here? Because to me, a few of my professors and many of my friends, this makes no sense. As time has passed over the years, I've been fortunate with opportunities that have blossomed into moments, and those moments have spiraled into the loose makings of what some would call a career in the entertainment industry, which, if you asked me 4 years ago, was just as common as a Bills playoff victory. Cue the sniper. In order to get to where I am today, in this sort of amoeba stage of it all, it took a lot of hard work, long nights, pain, tears, diets, and most importantly and most prevalent, rejection. In order to fight through that all, to see the other side, you have to be a self-starter and a naturally positive person. The funny thing about that is, I am neither. Not even close. So in a moment of honest reflection, I found why and how I stay motivated to chase success. That answer is simple. I'm actually not chasing success. I am chasing my friends. If I'm good at one thing, it's this. I am incredible at knowing who to surround myself with. 3 of these individuals are here today, and Chris, Rob, and Isaiah sitting at my table, and many more who are not. But these people have done what I hope to achieve, and that is to be authentic, passionate, respectful, creative, and at times complete idiots. My motivation when I wake up in the morning to when I go to sleep is to try and maintain the friendship that we have and try my best to make you half as proud as you make me. I began this study with all my close friends from childhood and perfected it at Daemen and continue to practice it with all my friends and family in Los Angeles today. I will always be forever indebted to this establishment for that. I promise to try and repay it by treating it just like a friend I've listed above, by playing catch up to your rapid rate of success and to make you as proud of you as you have made me. Dang it. In conclusion, I'd like to thank certain professors such as Christian Branges, Robert Waterhouse, my good friend Frank Williams, who's also my security, my boyish soccer coach Randy Pollock, and most importantly, Bridget Nyland. I speak on behalf of myself, Chris, Isaiah, and countless other students that you single-handedly have changed my life. We wish you the most success in your future endeavors and want you to know that there is no getting rid of us, ever. And I'm so grateful for Daemen to give me the opportunity to have a platform to tell you how much that she means to us. So to the other award recipients, I can't wait to shake your hands and wish you the deepest of congratulations. I am honored and humbled to share this stage with you, and I'm also really sorry about that Bills joke. I know how personal it is here, so please don't punch me. Thank you.
Outstanding Service to the Community, Maggie Dreyer, Class of 1989. Maggie, who earned a bachelor's degree in social work with a minor in psychology, is co-founder of the Pathways Supervised Visitation Program and the TSG, Dating After Sexual Abuse Group Program. She also serves as Director of Field Education at Daemen College. She is president and co-founder of Kaylee's Kindness Foundation, a charity dedicated to serving young women diagnosed with cancer. Maggie has more than 25 years' experience as a clinical social worker in Western New York and has served on the Daemen Social Work Advisory Board for over 20 years. Her dedication to the social work profession was recognized with a Humanitarian Award presented by Daemen College. We are pleased to present Maggie Dreyer with the 2017 Distinguished Alumni Award for Outstanding Service to the Community.
The one thing I asked Kate is, don't let me follow Chad. So thanks for that, Kate. Chad, my daughter, she's over here. She'd love to meet you. Thank you so much, Kate. I am pleased, honored, and humbled to accept this award and to join past recipients who are dedicated to community service. A very special thanks to President Olson, Daemen College, and the Social Work Department for placing great value on our service and allowing us to continue to impact our communities as faculty of this institution. Enormous salute to all of this year's award winners. And thank you to those who nominated me and supported my nomination. And of course, thank you to my family and friends for always supporting me and being here with me this evening. I'd like to also acknowledge the presence of my family, my son Joe, my daughter Kaylee, my daughter Ariana, who's a student here at Daemen and loves Bridget Island as well. And great gratitude to my husband Dan. Because of you, I can continue the community service work that I do. My gratitude goes beyond words, and I love you very much. My mentors, Dr. Diane Bessel and Dr. George Seifert. George was my former professor. I'm not sure he likes me to share that, but he was. And he couldn't be here tonight, but I'm very grateful as he's the one who helped me move from psychology to social work. Finally, I'd love to thank my Keeley's Kindness board members who are also here tonight. Because of them, we're able to carry the great work that we do. Instead of talking you through 28 years of service, I promise this is only 3 minutes long, let me highlight the reason I chose to help others. My career choice to work with our most vulnerable populations comes with recognition and awareness of the impact I can have on them, as well as the impact they have on me. Working with survivors of sexual abuse, high conflict families, foster children who have had traumatic losses and significant behaviors, as well as teenagers fighting and surviving cancer, has given me the experience necessary to be an expert in the field. But more importantly, this direct work with these individuals gives me the energy to continue the work that I do. I knew once I left Daemen College that I was set forth determined to impact others and reduce the pain and suffering that we see so frequently in our most vulnerable populations. Exposure to these populations occurred in the classroom through our service learning and expectations later in my career. In social work, the client system becomes a part of who we are. We are forced to recognize our most powerful tool as social workers, nothing more than our use of self. We accept that change will never occur outside of our relationship dynamic and that we create that. It means utilizing our strengths and life experiences to connect meaningfully while addressing the barriers created by our personality traits, our biases, and our values. My chosen profession, as well as career choices, has allowed me to cultivate conversations no matter how difficult. It has taught me how to nurture resiliency even as it suffocates under loneliness, anxiety, regret, and fear. My direct experience has taught me when to challenge and when to retreat. Social work means having a space for others to feel the intensity of their loss and grief while we struggle with these same feelings within ourselves. It also means holding hope in hearts and hands, grasping it until their last breath slips through our fingers. And when this happens, we have answers to our journey. It means knowing that this is true for ourselves and the individuals we serve. And it means suspecting that the journey simply means to be present. We are available when life sufferings with our fellow human beings. Others will say we are noble and they do not know how we do what we do. We do not agree. Instead, we as social workers feel grateful and honored to stand alongside each strong, resilient, and beautiful individual as they journey through their trauma and what they know as their life. We recognize we are lucky. Even on our toughest days, we recognize that we too are strong, beautiful, and resilient. We wish everyone had the opportunity to bear witness to appreciate and to gain insight from, and to experience the spectrum of the human condition, because as social workers, we truly have the privilege to do so as part of our daily work. Being a social worker also means having the courage to seek and receive help. When my daughter Kaylee was diagnosed with cancer at age 16, we needed help. She refused the treatment that was offered to save her life. It was because of her experience that we developed Kaylee's Kindness Foundation, which has raised over $500,000 to provide practical, emotional, and social support to other teens fighting cancer. My Kaylee's Kindness board members, many of you work hard to ensure that we can meet the needs of our teens and their families. And I sincerely thank every one of our board members for helping us reach a point where we can make wishes come true to parents who had little to no hope of meeting the basic needs of their teenage daughters. We've had requests from Missouri, California, and Pennsylvania to join our peer support network. We offer social, emotional, peer, and practical support through their entire cancer journey and beyond. We have provided celebrations of life for teens who knew they were dying and wanted to create a lasting memory for their families but couldn't afford to do so. And we have supported several teenagers who fought their cancer not once, not twice, but 3 times. We have assisted with funeral arrangements and costs and have ensured that each teen and their family had one less burden to carry, as they already had to make too many sacrifices because of their daughter's diagnosis of cancer. These parents could not provide them with what they wanted the most, and that was to be with other friends who understood what it means to be a teen girl fighting cancer. We can proudly hold up this award as a mark of our achievement, knowing we are truly making a difference in reducing their suffering. I'm earnestly grateful for the recognition Kaylee and I received for our work with Kaylee's Kindness, and even more grateful that we are here with family, friends, and colleagues who have supported us every step of the way. We could have walked away from the world of cancer, but we chose to stay and help others on that same journey. I am often asked what next. After our recent trip to Thailand, Dr. Bessel and I are interested in developing the best treatment program for trafficked women here in our community. We are consulting with GA Family Services to do so, and we will develop a specialized program to meet the needs of this population, and I look forward to that next chapter of our lives. Thank you again, Daemen College, and everyone here for recognizing the important work that we do. I challenge yourself to experience others and their journeys, because I guarantee it will change you and forever make you a better person. Thank you.
Dedication to the college. Joanne Muller, class of 1964. Joanne's commitment to her alma mater began soon after graduating from Rosary Hill College, where she received a bachelor's degree in music. As an alumna, Joanne remained active with the college, planning class of 1964 reunions. She attended these events until her 45th year reunion. She often returned to visit the college while living in New York, Utah, and Arizona. A longtime supporter of Daemen, Joanne credited her love of college with inspiring her to give back. In recognition of these contributions, a group study room in the college's Research and Information Commons is named for Joanne and her husband, Bill. Joanne passed away in September 2015. We are pleased to posthumously honor Joanne Muller with the 2017 Distinguished Alumni Award for dedication to the college. Accepting on her behalf are her classmates.
It's a great honor for us, Kathy and myself, to accept this award for our classmate, Joanne Angelo Muller. We represent the class of 1964. She passed away much too young, but was always dedicated to the things that were important to her, her husband, her family, her faith, and her college.
I remember Joanne because I went to grammar school with her just for 4 years. And even then, she displayed this tremendous love of music. And I remember because I was kind of jealous. And she was bright, talented, and very, very gifted. So her love for music never went away. And when I met her years later here at Rosary Hill, she was a music major. Later on, she achieved a master's degree in music education from Columbia University. Joanne didn't keep that gift for herself or just her family. She tutored underprivileged children for many years in music. She taught also. She had a tremendous love of learning also. A friend recently called me actually when she found out we were, researching Joanne's background, and she told me that she remembered
Joanne saying here at Rosary Hill that that there's a great big wide world out there, and I want to learn as much as I can. And that was her spirit, and I think that was the spirit that was enhanced her love for music and her love of learning here at the college.
Her service is another aspect of Joanne's life. She mentored women in prison in Arizona. Among other things, this prepared these women to transfer back to their families, faith, and society upon release. This sense of service was not confined to the needy, but included friends and family. Time after time, we were told of her kindness and generosity to her classmates. In later years, it became apparent to everyone that knew her that her strong Christian values led her to the generosity, particularly to Rosary Hill.
One of the things that I forgot to mention before, was another one of her friends called me and said that the faith that she had, the Christian faith that she had, which was certainly enhanced here at the school, they said she never ever spoke an unkind word about anyone. She never had anything negative to say about everyone or about anyone. So I know we've only given you a brief glimpse of our classmate Joanne Angelo Moeller, but she was truly deserving of this award. And on behalf of her family, her friends, and her classmates, we would like to thank the Board of Governors and the Alumni Association for the award that Joanne so truly deserved. Thank you.
Advancement in Career. Roger Warren Rogers, Class of 1998. Roger is an orthopedic spinal surgeon whose practice is affiliated with Mount St. Mary's Hospital in Lewiston, New York. After receiving a bachelor's degree in physical therapy, he earned a doctorate from Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine. During his medical career, Roger obtained an orthopedic spine fellowship at the Texas Back Spine Institute. He has also worked for Mill Creek Hospital, Seymour Johnson, and Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. He has received numerous awards in orthopedics, physical therapy, and military service, including 2 Air Force Commendation Medals. We are pleased to present Roger Warren Rogers with the 2017 Distinguished Alumni Award for Advancement in Career.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to thank President Olson, Dr. Brogan, Kate, all of my wonderful physical therapy professors, and all the wonderful faculty and staff at Daemen College, the Alumni Board, all the alumni, along with all the students and family and friends here tonight. It's truly an honor and a privilege to be up here tonight to receive such a distinguished award from such a wonderful group of people. I've truly been blessed by God for having the opportunity and privilege to do all the things I've been able to do in my career. When I was young, I always knew I was going to go into the military after high school, as many of my immediate and extended family had done. Soon after high school, I went to the United States Navy and was trained to be an operations specialist. During my time in the Navy, I went on 3 long deployments and learned what it was like to work very long hours. I learned the privilege of giving oneself for such a wonderful, great nation that we all have the privilege to live in. After being in the Navy for 1.5 years, while I was still a teenager, Gail and I were married. The next year we had our first child, our son Asa. During the 3+ years we were married while I was in the Navy, due to our deployments, going out to sea for training, standing duty, Gail and I were together about 9 months of that time. After spending 5 years in the Navy, I decided to get out of the service and go back home to go to school. Prior to getting out of the military, we had our second child, our first daughter, Chandler. Around this time, they sent us to a class that was called Transition Assistance Program. During the class, they had us take a long questionnaire with lots of different questions and no right answer regarding our future employment. After taking this, they recommended my top 3 jobs were a doctor, a nurse, and a physical therapist. At that point, going to school to be a doctor seemed absolutely crazy. I know this probably sounds inappropriate now, but at that time I had never met a male nurse. And furthermore, I never had gone to physical therapy or ever met a physical therapist. So at first the questionnaire seemed kind of worthless, and I didn't think about it again. However, when I was getting out and considering going to school, I read more about being a physical therapist because the other 2 jobs didn't seem realistic at all. Soon, coming back to Buffalo, I realized there were 3 physical therapy schools in the area. After applying, I was accepted to Daemen College for physical therapy under their DOT Natural Science program. By the end of my first semester, I began to truly enjoy college and all the challenges with this. By the end of my second semester, I started thinking maybe I will go to medical school, but I wasn't sure after my bachelor's. While in therapy school, I worked weekends as a tow truck driver for AAA. At the end of my second year, I was sure I wanted to go to medical school after I finished my bachelor's. As I continued into our upper level physical therapy program, I enjoyed all the challenges of education and look forward to the challenges ahead. However, unfortunately, toward the end of my 3rd year of therapy school, my wife Gail was diagnosed with lymphoma. This immediately changed our lives, and soon after this, I decided I was not going to pursue any further education. Therefore, I decided I wasn't going to go to medical school at that time, and I figured if it's God's will for us, we'll do it later. Therefore, as I went on to my 4th year of therapy school, I began to look for future employment. Fortunately, my wife was doing great after receiving outstanding treatment at Winsong, and her lymphoma within a year was doing very well. At that point, we thought about going back into the military. Not a good idea, she thought. I looked at becoming a physical therapist in the Air Force, and I then accepted a commission as a 2nd lieutenant in the Air Force as a physical therapist. Fortunately for me, my first job was at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio, where there were several senior physical therapists who were great mentors to me. As a group, the therapists did a significant amount of manual therapy. This was very rewarding and enjoyable to me because the patient population we treated benefited significantly from the manual therapy we performed. Our clinic was mainly an outpatient orthopedics and sports medicine clinic. However, we covered all inpatients, ran several clinics, including the base running clinics, aquatherapy, cardiac and pulmonary rehab, prenatal classes, and a women's health clinic. As we continued with our time at Wright-Patterson, I went on to be a 1st lieutenant and then a captain 2 years later. It was around this time, as far as my rank, I had to decide whether I was going to go on for a master's or go on for some other further school. At that point, we decided that I was going to go on to medical school. Shortly after this, we had our 4th child, Kerrigan. Forgot to mention our 3rd child. Don't tell her I said that, she's probably going to come here next year. That was kind of the stuff I crossed out. It's too long. We then took a new assignment at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base at Goldsboro, North Carolina. I took some classes that first year I was there to get prerequisites for medical school. At the time, I was doing a lot of manual therapy in my practice, and I knew quite a few DOs at that time who taught me a lot more manual therapy techniques. The following year, I applied to osteopathic medical schools, hoping to get close to Buffalo as we could. I was later accepted at LECOM in Erie, PA. This was very exciting, yet a nervous time for all of us. I gave up my commission in the Air Force and went back to school with a family of 6. Our move back to Erie was very exciting for all of us, coming back home, being so close to both of our families. Medical school went well, and during my first couple of years I decided I wanted to do orthopedic surgery, which I had pretty much decided before I came to medical school. Therefore, I did as many orthopedic surgery rotations as I could in order to apply to orthopedic surgery residency programs. I wound up doing a residency program in Erie. We spent the majority of our time at UPMC hospitals. However, this required us to do some out rotations too, which I traveled to Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and York, PA. My training and experience was great and at times very exhausting. During my 3rd year of training, we found out that my wife had thyroid cancer. She underwent a total thyroidectomy, had a prolonged period of treatment, and again, this was a pretty stressful time for all of us. Once I was in my 4th year, I decided I wanted to do a fellowship in orthopedic spine surgery. Fortunately for me, I was accepted to the Texas Back Institute Orthopedic Spine Fellowship in Dallas, Texas. Following our 5th year of orthopedic surgery training, we were off to Dallas for fellowship. This was an extremely busy year. My training was outstanding, and I'll never forget the great people I worked with there. Unfortunately, 2/3 of the way through this year in Dallas, we found out that my wife had breast cancer. This would require a huge surgery. She had a significant, difficult recovery for the first couple of months. Fortunately, our oldest daughter was able to come down to Texas and help us with our 2 younger kids. Gail wound up doing great, had a good recovery. A few months after this, she was doing well again. After leaving Texas, I accepted a position at Mount St. Mary's in Lewiston, where I've been since. Our 2 younger girls go to Mount St. Mary's Academy in Kenmore. Our older daughter lives in Erie, PA, with her husband and 2 daughters. Our son is in the United States Navy and currently deployed in the Persian Gulf. When I look back and think of all the things we've been through, I feel extremely blessed and privileged to have had the opportunity to do all this. I thank God every day for giving me this opportunity, the strength, and the endurance. I thank all the wonderful professors, especially in the PT department, that I had during my time here at Daemen. I thank my parents for all the love and support they've given us all over the years. I thank them for teaching us the value and importance of hard work. Over many years of my school and training, I've met many people who've quit things that they started and undertook because they just felt it was too hard. I've always felt it was our parents that instilled in us the value of perseverance and not quitting if it's something you truly believe in. I thank my siblings for always setting a good example for me, being the youngest, of what it means to be selfless, kind, caring, always wanting to be there for other people. Since I was a kid, I've always looked up to all 5 of them. Thank my children for all their love, going from school to school over the years, and I never heard them complain. The older kids went to 4 schools in 4 years. My younger 2 went to 5 schools in 5 years. They've always been patient with me, and they're the joy of my life. And of course, certainly not last or least, my wife Gail, my love, my best friend, somebody who's actually put up with me for 30 years. From the first time we were married and had our apartment in San Diego, which obviously we could not afford, as we went for months with no furniture in our apartment, no family around to help, there's been a lot of water under the bridge. All these years, God has truly blessed us. During all the years moving from base to base, during all the years of training, it was Gail who always managed to take care of everything. She's always rallied the troops, kept the kids excited about going to a new place, meeting new friends. Meanwhile, our moves have always been seamless. Over the years, I've always heard people talking about heroes in their life, growing up, through life. I looked up to lots of people, many people, but never really considered anybody a hero. A few years ago, when Gail had cancer the third time, we didn't know where that was going to lead us with her or her family. She was one that told us to have faith in God, trust in Him. She went through a big surgery, several months, couldn't lay down. She was calm, confident, she was going to recover. It was then I realized I do have a hero heart. Thank you, my love. Once again, thank you to everybody at Daemen College, the board, and everyone else for this award. I am very, truly honored and privileged. Thank you.
Thank you all. It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Gary A. Olson, President of Daemen College, who will introduce the Distinguished Alumni for 2017. Dr. Olson.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Daemen College Board of Trustees and the College Administration, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to everyone here tonight. I hope everyone's having a great and enjoyable evening. You know, I had a chance, of course, to review the accomplishments of this year's Distinguished Award winners in advance, and I'm pretty impressed with just how accomplished they are. You obviously just heard some of it. As their exceptional achievements clearly demonstrate, our distinguished alums are doing extraordinary things right here in Western New York, throughout the nation, and around the globe. And I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the past recipients who are in attendance, as well as this year's honorees of the Distinguished Alumni Awards. Now, I ask that you rise when I call your name and remain standing until all of our distinguished alums are called. 2004, Dr. Michael Brogan. 2006, Sister DeSales Scottenberger. 2008, Anna Marie George. 2008, Clifford Pine. 2012, Louis Santiago. 2015, Peter Brody. And of course our 2017 winners, Roger Warren Rogers, Joanne Angelo Moeller, Maggie Riccardi Dreyer, Chadwick Hobson, and Elizabeth George Ivor. So let's please applaud our very distinguished alums. Now, recognizing that nowadays it's considered a very bad idea for presidents to go off script, I'm nonetheless going to briefly go off script and say that we have another distinguished alum out there, not an alum award winner, but somebody that is very good friends with a lot of the winners that you've seen here, and getting to be a friend of mine, Commissioner of Education in New York, Mary Ellen Ealing. Would you stand, Mary Ellen? I'm very proud of you. You know, now more so than ever, alums are a critical part of higher education, including at a great institution like Daemen. No college or university can be successful without the involvement and support of our wonderful graduates. Our graduates have done much to serve people and communities, both in the U.S. and abroad, to serve admirably the armed services, and to enrich cultures and the arts, to assist those in need, as you've seen here tonight, and to teach literally thousands of students in classrooms throughout the nation and around the world. And these are among just these many examples of what our graduates have achieved. Now, the winner of the 2017 Distinguished Alumni Award exemplifies the spirit of our great college. Elizabeth Liz George Ivers has had a highly successful 43-year career in financial and managerial roles for several large U.S. corporations while maintaining a strong connection to her alma mater, Daemen College. A graduate of Batavia's Notre Dame High School, Liz went on to earn a bachelor's degree in history and government from Daemen, when it was called Rosary Hill College. Liz relocated to Houston almost 30 years ago, and she's remained dedicated to Daemen as a member of the Alumni Advisory Committee and through scholarship support to benefit our students. Liz has also devoted her time and talents to a number of nonprofit, college, and community organizations in Buffalo and in Houston. Her exceptional professional achievements and extensive efforts in the community have been recognized with an Academy of Women Achievers honor from the YMCA of the City of New York and as a Woman on the Move in Houston. It's my pleasure to present the 2017 Distinguished Alumni Award to Elizabeth George Ivers.
I'm certainly very honored and humbled to be recognized as the 2017 Distinguished Alumna at Daemen. It means a great deal to be honored by the college that gave me the solid foundation for my life's journey. For that, I will be forever grateful. Thank you to Dr. Olson and the entire Alumni Association and its Board of Governors for this incredible honor. And to my fellow distinguished alumni, I truly appreciate all of your accomplishments, and I'm so honored, especially after hearing from all of you this evening, to be among you. I certainly didn't receive this award on my own, so I'd like to first thank and remember a few people who helped me make significant choices as I progressed on my life's journey. After all, that is what we are, a sum of our life's choices. First, my parents, Lourdes and Arlene George, who made the choice to give their 3 children the incredible gift of a college education, and for being the absolute best example there could be of loving parents who were involved and gave back to their community and church. Plus, they were the 2 hardest working people that I've ever known. There was never any question that we would always want to make them proud of how we conducted ourselves and how we lived our lives. I can only hope that I've always given my daughter that same example. My husband, Joe, perhaps my best life choice, who for over 45 years has been my biggest cheerleader, both professionally and personally. Thank you for always being there for me for whatever I've needed. I may not have always taken your advice, but I certainly listened, and I always appreciated your love and support and for being the best dad to our daughter. And our daughter Mary Beth couldn't be with us this evening because she had to be at a company meeting in Houston all weekend. Yes, she's a chip off the old block, but I'm certainly very proud of her, combining a very successful career with being a busy mom. She and her husband David have given us our greatest gift, our 4-year-old grandson, and we are thoroughly enjoying this special time in our lives. Joe and I are thrilled that so many of our family and friends are here this evening, and while I can't mention all of you, I wanted to make the time to just mention a few of you and thank you for being with us. My brother Vincent is here from Dallas, Texas. He's about the smartest person I know with the best laugh on the planet, who I've always looked up to. When he was studying for an accounting degree at St. Bonaventure, I decided to find out what that was. I had no clue. And eventually I made the choice to pursue accounting classes and an MBA to complement my history degree. We're all delighted to live in the same state and to be able to gather with his family on so many memorable occasions. My sister Margaret is here from St. Paul, Minnesota, has truly been my best friend and fantastic travel companion since we first shared our room in Elva, New York. When we gather together, even after some months of not seeing one another, it's as if we never were apart, laughing and sharing memories and thoughts. And after retiring from a successful career, Margaret will be receiving her master's in art history next spring, which she has worked so hard to accomplish. And she's doing this just for fun in her retirement. I've certainly enjoyed being with her as we toured many museums and historic sites in recent years. Sister Jean File, Daemen's legendary art history professor, would have been so proud. My aunt, my father's youngest sisters, Shirley and George Ed Bauer, is here with us this evening. I know she's going to kill me for saying this. With her husband, Tom. She is one of a long line of strong-willed and hard-working aunts that are the true treasure of my family. Shirley studied in the classrooms at Rosary Hall in the very early 1950s, was one of Rosary Hill's first students. This was always a thought that I held close as I made my choice to attend Rosary Hill. She and 5 of her wonderful children and their family members are with us this evening, as well as several of my other cousins and other family members who traveled quite a distance to be here. Joe's brother Mike and his wife Marilyn are also here from Cleveland, joined by all of the Zanglin cousins and friends, and Mike and Marilyn are always willing to travel to our family functions, be it in Buffalo or Texas or California, because you have such an important sense of family. And you have 5 beautiful grandchildren we enjoy so much. I loved the History and Government program and felt it gave me a fantastic informed base for my future career. One of the highlights of my years at Daemen was certainly the opportunity to study abroad during our junior year at Roxton College in England. 3 of my fellow Rextonians and History and Government majors are here with me this evening, and some of my dearest friends. Mary Jo Carroll Kana, Mary Ellen Swartzenberg-Elia, and Nora Renker. I don't think we've all been together for about 35 years, so it's a very special night. I know you will agree with me that the choice to study at Roxton was a life-changing experience that we look back on as a critical point in our lives. Our time in England certainly has influenced us to this very day, and I'm so thankful that Daemen gave us that opportunity. I'd like to quickly share with you a story how I secured my first job after graduation in 1970. I visited Mr. Silvestri, who was head of the college's business department, about career opportunities in Buffalo, and he suggested that I try Twin Fairs. For those of you who've lived in Buffalo for a while may remember this, he had heard they were hiring. And Twin Fair was an early forerunner of the Walmart concept, a publicly traded company with large discount department stores, Western New York, Ohio. So I made the choice to pursue Mr. Silvestri's recommendation, and my life would be forever changed. At their corporate headquarters in Cheektowaga, armed with my history degree and 2 accounting courses that I had taken my senior year, and the fact I could type, which was a definite necessity for a woman looking for work back in 1970, I completed an application. I was surprised when the controller came out to speak with me. He learned that the CEO of Twin Fair was on Rosary Hill's advisory board, and fortunately for me, they were willing to give me a try as the accounts receivable clerk/secretary. I was definitely at the bottom of the corporate ladder, but 8 years later, after pursuing accounting classes at night school, starting my MBA, and having excellent mentors who taught me so much about the company, I was named Twin Fair's corporate accounting manager. I look back now and appreciate the tremendous overall business experience this company and its employees gave me. It was certainly a critical initial step, not only in my career, but in my ultimate life's direction. And I know I received this important start because of Rosary Hill. And 42 years ago, while at Twin Fair, I met a great friend and work colleague, John Burkholder, and his wife Diane. They unfortunately couldn't be here at the last minute, but I wanted to recognize them. And another colleague that John and I worked with for many years at BFI, Elaine Schaefer, and her husband Mike. I'm so glad you could make it this evening. We worked together at BFI's offices in Buffalo. And I also had the pleasure of serving on the Daemen Alumni Board back in the early 80s, not only with Mary Jo Kanab, but also Peggy Ugarski-Drake, who's also here. So thank you very much. And to all of you for making the time to be here with us. Daemen gave me a liberal arts education that encouraged me to think for myself, to write well, to gain perspective, to critically analyze, to ask the right questions, and to think logically and make ethically sound choices. Skills I used and refined throughout my 43-year career in corporate America. We had personal contact with our outstanding professors, Dr. Cuddy, Dr. Starkey, Mr. Predmore, Sister Georgia Dunn, Sister Jean File, Sister Aileen, Mr. Pack, to just name a few. Interaction with real people in a small class environment. What a blessing that was to have. So you can see that receiving the Distinguished Alumni Award could not have been possible without an army of people who've helped shape my life. You have brought joy to my life and have been among my greatest supporters. Thank you so very much to all of you and to so many who could not be here with us this evening. I'd like to leave you with one last thought, and I know I better hurry before the music starts playing that I've exceeded my time. I'm thankful for a college experience that gave me a fantastic base to pursue a distinguished career, which I loved, and encouraged me to give back and be involved in the communities in which I've lived. We've resided in Houston for almost 30 years. And did you hear they won the World Series on Wednesday night? And there's an old Texas expression that I loved when I first heard it and have tried to embrace. And that is, you should never forget who brought you to the dance. It's been my pleasure to remember the times during my college years and how Daemen shaped my life and helped me become the person that I am today. I feel blessed that I've been able to support Daemen over the years to help continue its mission to prepare students for life and leadership in an increasingly diverse and complex world. I certainly encourage all of you to support, in whatever manner and amount you can, those institutions, those organizations, and those people that have helped you become who you are on your life's journey. It's your choice. Don't ever forget who brought you to the dance. I humbly thank the Alumni Association and the Board of Governors for this honor, and will forever hold Daemen dear in my heart. And as the Irish blessing says so well, until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Thank you, and be safe.
What marvelous stories, don't you think? Well, I tell you. I was saying at the table before we came up here that when I hear stories like these, I realize I completely wasted my 4 years in college. Anyway, let's have one last round of applause for all of our guests. That's the formal end of our festivity tonight. But I do hope you'll stay around and catch up and stay as long as you like. I asked though to ask the award winners to come for one last picture. I'm not sure where they want. Is that up here? And everybody else, stay and have as long a time here as you like. Thank you, everybody.